Peace and blessings. This is Voyager. And today, what I want to talk about is your freeforms. And is it freeform still if you are doing anything to your hair, including separating or popping your locks? Let's get into it. Well, in my opinion, my humble opinion, if you are a farmer, you got a garden and you got some crops, you got a field of seed and crops. What kind of farmer would you be for you not to maintain your garden? So it's a nonsensical argument. Of course, you maintain your garden, you trim, you prune, you know what I'm saying? You kill some weeds, you make sure there's no bugs eating your crops, you check on your stuff, you maintain and you cultivate your garden, right? So your hair garden, all right? So this is your hair garden, your free forms. This is your hair garden. These are your roots, all right? You are the farmer of this hair garden. Now, since it is your garden, right? You have the ultimate ability to allow your garden to run wild and not do nothing to it. That's up to you. And you'll also deal with the consequences of that. So you have to maintain your hair garden, period. So part of maintenance is obviously washing your hair, all right, or watering your garden. Obviously washing your hair with the most organic and or finest shampoo you can find. I am not locked in the box in terms of, only using vegan products or only using organic products. Some of you are, but that's you. So for me, of course, if I have the resources and know where to get it, yeah, I'm going to use the most organic stuff. But if I can't, I'm going to use the next best thing I got. You know what I mean? It's not that serious for me. This isn't a religion of locks or some cult of locks. I know many of you think and speak that way, but in my world, in this realm where I'm at, don't lock me in those boxes. Use the best quality you can find. And if it's working for your hair, if it's healing your hair, listen, you don't have to answer to nobody but yourself and the Most High. But yeah, you still have to maintain your freeforms. So part of that maintenance is washing your hair and separating, unless you don't mind your locks becoming this huge arm on your head. I'm not trying to be funny, but if that's what you're going for, hey. But other people don't want all of that. So we want our locks to be separate or somewhat separate. So we're going to go through and, we might separate our locks if it's like combining and we don't want it to combine. It is your choice, right? But watch this. That does not nullify you from being a free former. You are still free form. Okay? You're still free form. And if you don't agree, that's fine. Go somewhere else where they preach what you believe. But this is what I think. You still free form because, again, this is your hair garden. You still got to maintain it. So if part of your maintenance includes, okay, I don't want the big arm of lock on my head, hanging off my head like a tree trunk, you have to cultivate. You're going to have to separate. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to have to cultivate it or at least guide the process. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't see that not making you a free former no more. We got this guy on YouTube. His name is Chris McDread, right? Kris McDread. And he said something, it was satire, but I agree. He was like, look, there's no such thing as semi-free form. And I agree. And I'm gonna explain what he was saying. It's either you are free form or you're not. That's it. It's either you're free form or you're not. There's no semi-free form. You know what I'm saying? It's either you are or you're not. So if you are retwisting your hair after 3 months, 6 months, you're not a freeformer at all. You still have what they call, maintained or cultivated locks. You're still retwisting. I agree with what his standpoint. You're not a freeformer. You see what I'm saying? But for me, I kind of find a middle ground. If you're still separating your locks and you don't want it to become one huge mass, I'm still going to say you're a free former. You're just not allowing the lock to become one huge Congo, as we say in the locks community. It's just like I said with your plants. If you see this plant, this vine getting a little wild over here and it's about to go over here and mess up the strawberries, you're not going to allow that. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to prune back the vine from going all to the strawberries. You got to maintain. So that there's nothing wrong with maintaining freeform locks, is what I'm saying. All right. So if you go through and you separate, you still maintaining. That's cool. You're just not retwisting your hair. Watch this. When I get my freeforms, depending on how big they become, for me, I'm gonna do some form of separation. I know, like I said, I don't want the huge, you know what I'm saying, hanging off one side of my hair. I got to walk around my hair like this because nah. I'm gonna do some kind of guidance or overseeing of my hair garden, and try to keep it as free as possible. The image that's coming to my mind's eye is a child in a very, very large playpen. So as far as the child is concerned, the child is, oh my God, this is so much space. But the child is unaware of the large boundaries of the playground. You see what I'm saying? So get that visual. So you're allowing your hair to really, really be free, but to an extent. You as the farmer or as the overseer of your hair garden, the agriculturalist, you're making sure that things don't get too wild, is what I'm saying. So that's what I will be for my hair garden. Make sure it don't get too wild. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm allowed to do its thing, but if it's becoming like too much of them combining, I may step in and do some bit of separation. I don't see nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make me not a free former, in my opinion. I'm still free forming. I'm just more involved in the growth of my plant, the growth of my garden, the growth of my field. And that's my right to do so as a farmer. Now, what you do in your farm, that's you. Like I said, you got to pay the consequences of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. So, yeah. You are still a free former if you do any form of maintenance. Like I said, once you retwist, okay, you're back on the retwist side. So what? If you go retwist, and there's a lot of freeformers on here that they go try a retwist and then they go right back to freeforming. So what? Let's stop killing each other and making this divide. It's almost like racism, but racism as far as it's like hair racism. You know what I'm saying? Cut that out. We're all one big family. Cut that nonsense. Cut that crap out. Oh, like I was saying, depending on how big my freeforms may get, I'm gonna do some styling. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, I'm gonna do a style. Nothing wrong with that. And I'm gonna be working on this hairline, y'all. The devil is a lie. He trying to take my hairline. I don't have any bald people in my family, as far as I know. No, I don't have no male pattern baldness, but my mother and my sister, they said that at 30, that's where all the angels is coming from my hair. I'm like, I keep seeing these orbs on the camera. They said at 30 their hairline started to recede a bit. So when I get a chance, I'm feeling a pull to get some rosemary oil. So I don't know if I'm gonna get it in the essential oil format, or I'm gonna make it as a rinse. I'm not really sure, but I'm feeling like I should try the rosemary method to regrow my edges. All right, so let's see how that goes. Now, if you know any tips on the rosemary or how to regrow edges and stuff, ladies, let me know in the comment box. Hook a brother up, please. Let me know, because the devil is a lie. My edges is gonna grow back nice and thick. I already got a pronounced forehead, so I don't need it going back more. No, 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 no. The blood of Jesus, the blood of Yahushua. So let me know. You got any tips? Let me know in the comment box on what I can do to regrow my edges. Females ain't the only issues with edge problems, y'all. You better ask somebody now. Now, there's something else I was gonna say. No, I think that's it. So, cultivate your garden, baby. Cultivate your garden, brother. I don't care if you freeform or not. Don't let nobody tell you what you are and what you ain't. Because the word freeform, just break it down. Free to form. This ain't no freeform cult. This ain't no freeform religion. Stop all of that. Don't include me in that crap. All right? So, cultivate your garden. Do you, as always, make sure it's the healthiest and the best for you. As long as it is healthy for you and you're happy and you're seeing good results, not damage, do you handle your business and be the farmer of your freeform here. I am Voyager Shemayim. Peace and without. Now read the description in my video. I got something special for you, a special service I would like to offer you. All right? Peace and blessings. See you in the next video.